Unit 4, Around the World. Track A56, page 48, Activity 1. Listen and read. Does Dan like crocodiles?
Look, there's a competition for a round-the-world trip. The winner goes to the United Kingdom, Egypt, and China. Then Australia and Brazil.
Wow! There are a lot of interesting places you can see in the United Kingdom. In Egypt, there are the pyramids, and in China, there's the Great Wall.
Sounds great! And in Brazil and Australia, there are some beautiful beaches.
But, Dan, there are crocodiles, sharks, and big spiders in Australia, too.
What?
Don't worry. There are a lot of children in this competition. There's little chance of winning.
Track A57, page 48, Activity 2. Listen and say. A.
China,
B.
Korea,
C.
Japan,
D.
Australia,
E.
the United States,
F.
Mexico,
G.
Colombia,
H.
Brazil,
I.
Argentina,
J.
the United Kingdom,
K.
Spain,
L.
Italy,
M.
Egypt,
N.
India.
Track A58, page 49. Look.
There's a rainforest in Brazil. There isn't a rainforest in Korea. There are some penguins in Argentina. There aren't any penguins in Italy.
Track A59, page 49, Activity 4. Listen and write check for there are or X for there aren't.
There are some penguins in Argentina. There aren't any penguins in Italy. There are some snakes in Italy. There aren't any penguins in China. There are some snakes in Argentina. There are some monkeys in China. There aren't any monkeys in Italy. There are some snakes in China. There are some monkeys in Argentina.
Track A60, page 50, Activity 7. Listen and say. A.
Pyramid,
B.
statue,
C.
cave,
D.
volcano,
E.
city,
F.
town,
G.
farm,
H.
factory,
I.
castle.
Track A61, page 50, Activity 8. Listen to the song and write.
drums are calling, my home is calling. I want to be there in Mexico.
Tell me about your country.
I can tell you a lot.
Is there a desert?
Yes, there is. It's hot, hot, hot! The drums are calling, my home is calling. I want to be there in Mexico.
Are there any volcanoes?
Yes, there are, and there are lakes, caves, forests, and mountains. It's a beautiful place. The drums are calling, my home is calling. I want to be there in Mexico.
Are there any old cities?
Yes, there are, it's true, with wonderful big pyramids and statues too. The drums are calling, my home is calling. I want to be there in Mexico.
Track A62, page 50, activity 8. Listen to the music and sing. Track A63, page 51. Look.
Is there a pyramid in the city?
Yes, there is.
Is there a pyramid in the city?
No, there isn't.
Are there any beaches in Australia?
Yes, there are some beautiful beaches in Australia.
Are there any volcanoes in the United Kingdom?
No, there aren't.
Track A64, page 51, activity 10. Listen and number. Number 1.
Are there any factories in the forest?
No, there aren't.
Number 2.
Are there any camels in the desert?
Yes, there are some camels in the desert.
Number 3.
Are there any pyramids in Egypt?
Yes, there are some pyramids in Egypt. They're beautiful.
Number 4.
Is there an island in the lake?
Yes, there is.
Number 5.
Is there a volcano in the city?
No, there isn't.
Track A65, page 52, activity 12. Read. What is the name of the statue?
Dear Archie, hello from Egypt. It's very hot here, but it's fun. This postcard is from Giza. In the desert at Giza, there are some big pyramids and there's a big statue too. It's called the Sphinx. It has a man's head and a lion's body. It's very, very old. From Giza, you can see the city of Cairo. Our hotel is on an island in the River Nile. There aren't any cars on the island. Everyone goes by boat. I can see some big white birds in the river. This round-the-world trip is fantastic. Are there any fun lessons at school this week? See you soon, Mia.
Track A66, page 53, activity 15. Read. Does Inuk like summer or winter?
Hi, I'm Inuk. I live in Greenland. Winter and summer are very different here. In the winter, we don't see the sun very much. There's one long night for 4 weeks in December and January. There are some big snowstorms, and it is very, very cold. We go to school by snowmobile because we can't use a car. In the summer, there aren't any snowstorms. There are often long, sunny days. For a month, it is never nighttime. I go kayaking and fishing every day. The summer is great, but it's very short. In September, it's time for my winter clothes again.
Track A67, page 54, activity 18. Listen and read.
Captain, the thieves have the map, but can you remember it?
Yes, there's a forest. And there's a statue. And there's a pyramid.
A pyramid? There aren't any pyramids on Ice Island.
No, sorry. That's a different map. Wait, I remember. The treasure is in a cave.
A cave? Are there any caves on the island? Oh, no! Snow again.
Hey! Snow! Snow Mountain! There's a cave on Snow Mountain!
Track A68, page 57, activity 26. Listen and check or write. 1.
There's a statue in the United States.
2.
There's a mountain in Japan.
3.
Is there a cave in China?
Yes, there is.
4.
Is there a castle in Spain?
Yes, there is.
5.
Are there any volcanoes in the desert?
No, there aren't. There are some pyramids in the desert.
6.
Is there a desert in the city?
No, there isn't.
7.
There are farms and factories in Mexico.
8.
There are beautiful forests in Colombia.
9.
There are some towns in Australia, but there isn't a castle.
10.
There is a desert in China, but there isn't a volcano.